Hey everyone, I am going to try to do another presentation on PowerPoint with me talking and you seeing. So let me just try to get this organized here and we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to play it from the beginning and you should see me down in the little lower right hand corner. And this is for social studies. This is all about the waters of New York. And so this kind of goes along with the last time we were studying social studies. We were talking about all the different landforms that you could find around New York State, and the waters of New York are a large part of those landforms. And so we're going to dive a little bit deeper, no pun intended, to more about the waters of New York State. So you have this packet with you in the most recent round of materials that was sent to you. So it's got a picture of New York State on the front. It's titled The Waters of New York State. And you'll see that map on the front with all the little rivers and lakes and oceans, not oceans, rivers and lakes labeled on there. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. And everything that we talk about today is going to be related to the Hudson, what's known as the Hudson Highway. So the packet that you have is what you're going to use for what we call guided notes. So I'm going to be presenting on my screen, and it'll look pretty much the same as yours, except for there's going to be a few missing lines that you will fill in. So you'll hear me say them, you'll process them in your brain, and then you'll write them down on your blank lines in your packet. At the end of today's lesson, I have a short video that will kind of tie it all in together. The nice part about recording the videos in this way is that you'll never get behind. All you have to do is pause the video, and you can take as much time as you need to jot down your notes. Okay? So the Hudson River is the longest river in New York State. It is 300 miles long. It is like a very old highway. The Hudson River is one of the transportation routes that people have used for thousands of years. As I said, if you need to pause, now would be a good time to pause before moving on to the next. It is deep enough for big ships to sail on it. Transportation means moving goods or people from one place to another. Native Americans used this route to transport goods to trade with one another. And if you flip back to your cover page there, you can see where the Hudson River starts, which is up in the Adirondack Mountains, which is where we're going to next. So, the Hudson Highway, also known as the Hudson River, the source of that is high in the Adirondacks. The source is another name for the source is the beginning. So the source or the beginning of the Hudson River is high in the Adirondacks at a place called Indian Pass. Okay, it looks like it's right up there in Essex County, not too very far from where we are in Franklin County. Some of you may have even been here before. As the Hudson River travels south, it grows wider and deeper. So follow along with your finger on the front cover, and you can follow all the way down right into the New York City area. There are smaller rivers and streams called tributaries flowing into it. So you see this river that sort of comes in from the side here. That is the Mohawk River. And the Mohawk River is the largest tributary of the Hudson River. So as you can imagine, if your river starts here and you all of a sudden have another river, this tributary comes in and feeds here, the river is going to start to have more water. It's going to get deeper and wider, and that's exactly what happens with the Hudson River. After the Mohawk River joins the Hudson becomes deep enough to allow large ships to navigate it. You'll hear more about the actual size and depth of the river when we get to the video at the end of this. The mouth or end of the Hudson River empties into the Atlantic Ocean near New York City. And here you see the link for the video here. Obviously you can't just click on it in this video, but I'm going to post the video into the lesson for today, and I really hope that you take a minute to watch that video because it is very informative, highly interesting, and you get a lot of information in just a short period of time. So take a few moments and finish up any notes that you still have. Feel free to rewind, pause, do whatever you need to do to record those notes into your packet. And this is the beginning of our study of the waters of New York. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. And it always takes me a minute to exit out of this picture-in-picture slideshow here, so I will try my best. And we'll see you the next time for more social studies. Bye, guys.